What's up, guys? It's Wise, and I'm back with another video. We're gonna be reacting to cops paralyze arrested man in massive lawsuit orders. Dang.
In Connecticut, that guy in the back of the police van just broke his spine.
Ooh.
The officer did not strap him in, drove faster than the speed limit, and then slammed on the brakes.
You felt?
The police officer stopped and verbally checked on the man, 36-year-old Randy Cox.
I fall. I cannot move my arms.
All right, do not move. I can see moving your arm.
No.
Okay.
Look at my hand.
All right, hold on.
Help.
But then the officer kept driving without providing any assistance. Cox was under arrest for a weapons charge.
He said, I don't give a I don't give a F-U-C-K. Man. He just do it. He's like, what? Slam the door, man.
171.
Oh.
A few minutes later at the New Haven Detention Center, officers refused to believe Cox when he said he could not move.
Come on, or we're gonna pull you out.
Slide down, my man.
No, dude.
Yo, slide down so you can get out of here.
Look. If you gotta drive me, we'll start moving.
All right.
Yep.
Eventually, they dragged him out by his feet.
What's the hand?
All right, now. Almost there. You're almost there. You gotta get your shoulders out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand up. There we go. All right. How you making up? Ready? Actually, go get that shit.
Get the
wheelchair.
The police did place Mr. Cox in a wheelchair, but they repeatedly taunted him for not getting up.
I can't feel it.
Sit up.
Oh my God, yo.
Yeah, sit up. You're doing extra shit. Sit up.
The
Yo,
driver
is
of
he
the
just
van did
wait a
not-
minute? Is he Man, the cop paralyzed him, man. So he's paralyzed. He said he can't feel it, so it seems like he paralyzed his shoulder down. So they paralyzed him, whatever he was doing, they ended up paralyzing him. So he can't move, bro. What? But I can see how on the cop side, they're probably thinking like he's acting like he can't move. I don't know if that's common, but they probably think, people acting up all the time, but
explained to the other police officers what in fact had happened.
Okay, probably because you're sitting there. Now, until I get that A mark here, sit up.
Good?
You can put them in the holding tank. Okay.
Why would I lie?
We're gonna have you sit in the holding tank until AMR gets here.
You gotta pick up your feet.
Pick up your feet.
You gotta pick up your feet.
I'm telling you, I'm
Hold on a second. I see.
Oh my God, y'all broke my night color. I can't look. Look. I can't reach.
Cox was then put in a holding cell for 15 minutes until paramedics finally arrived. The June 2022 police interaction left Cox with permanent paralysis below his neck, contusion, scarring, and a compromised immune system. Cox and his family have now filed a $100 million lawsuit against the city of New Haven and 5 police officers. The suit accuses the officers of negligence, carelessness, and excessive force, and violating Cox's constitutional rights.
Did he get paralyzed when he ended up laying, like when he hit his neck? Did he get paralyzed then? Or was he been paralyzed? No, he couldn't have been paralyzed. I think he got paralyzed when he hit the I will say.
And violating Cox's constitutional rights. All of this began in the early evening of June 19th. At 8:04 p.m. on Lilac Street, Cox is arrested on criminal possession of a firearm, possessing a gun without a permit, and breach of peace.
What's up?
Dang, So he was paralyzed while he was in the back of the van, the back of the police car. I mean, back of the police van. Dang, that's terrible, man.
Just hold up, okay?
All right, what's up?
Anything
I'm
on you?
on my phone. What? I'm on the phone with the girl. Cover my mind.
All we're doing is detaining you right this second, okay? Done. Done. Sarge, 75.
Cox is placed handcuffed into the back of a New Haven police transport van without seatbelts.
Watch your head, all right?
Yo.
While driving, the officer uses his cell phone, which is against Connecticut state law. Then at 8:36 p.m., Officer Oscar Diaz stops the vehicle abruptly while driving 36 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone, and Cox is slammed headfirst into the van's wall.
It might have broke his neck. It might have broke his neck. Oh my God.
All right, hold on. What happened? What? You fell. What happened? Can you move at all?
I can't move.
Wow, how your leg is all the way up there?
Understand?
A few minutes later at the police station, officers ask Mr. Cox to get up while still wearing handcuffs. Then one officer realizes that Mr. Cox is not a threat and says it's okay to remove the cuffs. Still, there is no sympathy or even any basic humanity.
Stretch out, Cox.
16.
Stretch out, Cox. Stretch your arm out.
They probably thinking he's like really just making this up, because he was moving before he was standing up and moving before he got into the van. So they're probably thinking he's making this up, but still.
Put your arm out.
Put your arm out. You don't have cuffs anymore. Take them out from behind your back. Come on, or we're gonna pull you out.
Slide down, my man.
No, dude.
Yeah, slide down so you can get out of here.
Look. If you gotta drive me, we'll start moving.
All right.
Yep.
I like her.
What's the hand?
Now, almost there. You're almost there. You gotta get your shit.
Medical experts say that when someone has a damaged or broken neck or spine, dragging that person by their legs and then trying to prop them up can cause even more damage. In other words, a jury could reasonably conclude the New Haven police officers are liable not just for the abrupt stop while Mr. Cox was in the back of the van, but also for the way in which officers handled or mishandled him when he was taken to the police station. Doreen Coleman, Cox's mother, says she wants justice for her son because he can no longer do anything for himself. She points out that her son has been in and out of the hospital since his injuries. The mayor of New Haven, Connecticut, Justin Elliker, says that he and other city officials have begun reviewing the 29-page lawsuit. The mayor says he has directed authorities to work as expeditiously as possible to ensure an appropriate outcome. The mayor has hinted he prefers a settlement rather than a civil trial. Legal experts say that's wise, noting that this lawsuit is exceptionally strong. In the meantime, the city has now begun new training and requirements that officers place seatbelts in police vehicles and monitor the physical well-being of people being transported. However, as for the officers who literally broke a man's spine and paralyzed him while in police custody, these officers remain employed by the New Haven Connecticut.
I knew it. I knew they're gonna remain employed, because it's kind of like a sticky situation, because he was driving. And they could have thought he was just acting. Like, they could have thought he was just really acting and making this up. But I knew they were going to keep their jobs. Police officers, they be getting away with a lot of stuff and say it was just because they were on duty. They make up excuses, bad excuses, but they keep their jobs.
Connecticut Police Department. I'm David.
All right, guys. Let me know if y'all like this. Comment, subscribe. Let me know, guys, if y'all like this, and I'm gonna be posting more videos like this, or maybe more comedy videos, but